Good morning, folks. It is Thursday, the 10th of March. I am Flatcap Callum, and I'm hoping you are all really well. Okay, coming up today, we will do the review of yesterday. We'll do today's bets. We have got a normal staking day, so we're back to £20. The last 2 days, we've only done half stake. It's a £20 staking day today. 3 bets. So we'll do those, and then at the end, we'll do a word on the golf. Okay, to yesterday. It was a profitable day for the channel, albeit small, but I cannot tell you how gutted I was about Purple Poppy coming 5th, not 4th, because if you're a Skybet customer, you would have got Purple Poppy 5th place. For anyone else, you would have not got Purple Poppy. You needed it to come 4th to get some money. So I genuinely am gutted about that. I put these bets out, and I know I said it was much more Skybet specific yesterday, and I said Purple Poppy is a 3rd to 7th horse. It came 5th in the middle. That was good enough for Skybet, but not for the other bookmakers. So close but no cigar for most people. But if you were a Skybet customer, I'm hoping you got the bigger drift of odds, because it did go out to 80 to 1 at some point, and it SP'd at 40. So quick rundown. We had the lucky 15. We had Hell of a Space. I said I was between 2 in that race. Hell of a Space didn't get in the frame. We won't talk about the rest of the race. 425 San Pedro de Sam, 4th place. So a lot of bookies paid 4th place. It was 4th. SP was 11, so I only had it 13 to 2 on the channel. So yesterday was definitely a day. If you did the bets SP, you would have got a better result than what I got on the channel. And then we had obviously Purple Poppy. It was 5th. It couldn't quite hang on to 4th. SP'd at 40s. It was 50 on the channel, but the 11s and 40 to 1 is better than 13 to 2 and 50 to 1. So if you did SP it, you'd have got better than what I got on the channel. And then 830 Reformed Character, it just got going far too late. It was only 8th. So it was £10 on, 11.58 back. So £1.58 profit. It might sound small, but 158 is decent enough, because it's 15% of our of our what we put on. So 15% is 15%, so not to be sniffed at. So that was yesterday. Today we've got 3 bets. Now I'm going a little bit risky today, and I'm going to flag where I'm being risky. And for those of you who only want to do part of the bet, I will explain to you how to do it in a what I would describe as a safer way. So there's a few I'm having a punt at. Yesterday, Purple Poppy, 50 to 1. That wasn't me having a punt. That was me saying there was a ton of value and I would have that horse. Today, I've got quite a few bigger prices where they're more of a punt, i.e. they might not be 50 to 1, but there's less value in what there was yesterday in Purple Poppy at 50s. Hopefully that makes sense. And when I say value, that is me researching and looking at the form and working out in a bit of a shortlist ranking order what are the horses I would go for, and then I look at the market and convert what I like in terms of what's going to perform well into value based on what the betting market says. So hopefully that makes sense. I have explained this on a few other videos. Hopefully we're there. So we've got 2 each way lucky 15s, and they're constructed in a really similar way to make it easier for you to pull it apart if you need to. So we've got 4 horses. 2 are solid, 2 are a bit more of a punt. So we've got 1 o'clock Carlisle, paying 5 on Skybet. So most bookmakers are paying extra places on all these 4 races. So I've put it together in that way. So, but not all are paying 5 on 3 of them like Skybet are. So we've got Coup de Gold, 15 to 2, solid horse. Then 335 at Thurles. It's the only Irish one I've got today. Camogie Wood. That is the riskiest one of the 4. I think it really wants soft ground, but it's a handicap debutant from a shrewd yard, and I think it's well overpriced at 33s, but it is the riskiest. Then we got 420 Wincanton Blue Heather. It might be the same price as Camogie Wood, but I think there's more value in Blue Heather, and it's less risky, but albeit risky. And then we got 455 Wincanton Django 10 to 1, paying 5 places. So I've got a 20p each way lucky 15 and a 75 pence each way double on the 2 solid ones. So if you wanted to do this bet and do it a bit safer, the way to do it would be to take the 2 solid ones from this bet with the 2 solid ones from bet 2. I'm doing it the way I'm doing it because I think it's worth a bit of a punt for these prices. But as I said, they're less. They're not as good as Purple Poppy at 50s yesterday. Not to say they won't make the frame, but I'm less confident. So there's two safe ones here. Say safe. They're not safe. Nothing's ever safe. Two solid ones. You could put it with the two solid ones in the next bet, or you could do it the way I've done it. So that's bet one. Bet two, same construct, only with an additional single. So bet two, 145 Southwell, take one for the team. That is the horse of the day by some way. That is a massive price at 20s. I'd be taking that single figures. So that's the horse of the day for me in terms of value. That's a solid one, I would say. Then we've got 330 Southwell. I'm just going to I'm going to work through this hammering from the neighbours where they haven't even mentioned anything and they're just hammering away the extensions. So I'm sorry if that's getting in the way. Anyway, 330 Southwell, Gordon on the Dragon 28s, 540 Southwell, Rogan's Fancy 22s, and then the 6 o'clock Velma, only 41s, tiny bit of value in that price. But given the context of the prices of the other horses, it was worth putting it in. So it's a 20p each way lucky 15 again, so the same lucky 15. Same 75p each way double on the two solid, and I'm going all in a little bit there on take one for the team because there's such value in that price at 50p each way single. So we've got an additional single there. As I said, you could take the two solid from this with the two solid from before and just do one lucky 15 because if you wanted to go a bit more solid and try and get three places and make some profit from it. Here we're really relying on either one of those two and like one of those two in the other bet to basically make a profit. So those are the first two, and then bet three is a win trixie. We haven't done one for a while. In the history of the channel, win bets have done really well for us, but what we never managed to do is get three winners in a win trixie together. So we've tried it a number of times, we've got two loads of times, and the win bets are profitable, but we haven't managed to get three together, so I can't guarantee it will be today as well. So we've got 320 Carlisle, a Gemarande 15 to 8. That's a really good price. I would make that even money every day. So Gemarande, good price on that one. 439 Attiar Southwell. It's a competitive race, but fours is some value in there for a win for me. And then 8:30 Newcastle. The last 3 days we've been on the 8 o'clock race. Today it's the 8:30 race, I'm afraid. So I apologise if I'm impacting your personal lives. But 8:30 Newcastle, Atoll Blair Boy. It was 9s last night. I still think there's value at 13s. I would probably take that anywhere about 4 to 1, probably my basement. Below there I think there's not enough value in it, so as long as it stays above that, I think it should. It's a good bet. So we've got two £1 singles on the bigger prices, and we've got a 50p win trixie. Okay, and lastly, word on the golf. So the My Life Open Golf is started down in South Africa, and a really positive start. So we've had 3 players go out of 4, and at the time I made the video, Henny Duplessis and JC Ritchie were tied for second with about half of the first round done. So that's a great start, but that's a long way to go. That's 1/8 of the golfing weekend, so it's a long way to go from here. That's what I've got for you. Enjoy your day. I'll enjoy mine despite the banging in the background, and I'll see you in the morning. Thank you.